a motocross race on the beach for 3 hours in the rain with an incoming tide and bottomless sand. Sounds like great fun. Whose idea was this again?
This is the plug.
This weekend, the 31st annual RHL Weston Beach Race took place down in the sands of North Somerset. And it was just perfect weather for playing on the beach. With the ever-present cold and the constant threat of rain is what we've come to expect for the Weston Beach Race, and I don't think many would have it any other way, as it never seems to affect the on-track action. And this year was no exception. The thousands of spectators that braved the cold and braved the rain were treated to one hell of a show throughout the weekend. Sunday's race proceedings included a youth quad race, an 85 small wheel / big wheel race. Just a quick congrats to my buddy Tom Grimshaw for making the podium in that. And of course, the main event, the 3-hour-long solo race. But before we get to that, just a quick congratulations to the winner of Saturday's 125/250s rookie race, Rob Davison, for displaying some awesome sand railing skills and bashing some berms. Now, the main event, the guy who initially took the Weston Beach Race by the scruff of its neck and was dominating the show for over 2 hours, was Mr. Scott Elderfield, pulling out an impressive lead until... his chain snapped. Oh, I can imagine there were some swears coming out from under that helmet. And the guy that would inherit the lead would be Irishman Graham Irwin, with Nathan Watson hot on his heels. Now these two would put on a clinic of sand riding and would go on to lap up to 3rd place. Not bad at all. And just as it looked like the drama was about to die down in the last few laps, our leader took a tumble, with some reporting that he picked up a broken collarbone. However, he managed to pick himself up and limp across the finish line to claim the win. Not bad for a guy that only decided to do the race on the Thursday before and only turned up with one mate to act as his spanner. Nathan Watson would go on to claim 2nd place, and rounding off the podium would be Matt Moffat. The Prodigies strike again. It's got to be down to all of that playing in the sand we did during that video shoot. Right, so after reading the comments on last week's show, I see a few of you quite enjoyed the talk and ride format. So here's a little bonus material in my new gear review segment. Right. So, DBR hooked me up with this sweet answer gear the other week. On the test day that we did. Let's do a quick little review of it while I'm riding, I think. If I'm correct in saying, I think it's the Cyclone gear. Blue and white. First impressions. It's really lightweight, it's really comfortable to put on. There's not much in the means of padding, which makes it so lightweight and comfortable, which has its goods and bads, I guess. But the positive for me is, oh, that's some freaking big, bulky. Oh god, what are they doing? Woohoo! Photographer getting Sam's arse in. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gooning a bit around there. As I was saying, I wear big bulky knee braces, so sometimes it's a bit of an arse ache for me if I have heavily padded out gear. It makes it really difficult to put on over my big knee braces. So, one reason why I like this answer gear. It's really comfy as well. So I can free to move about quite easily, and it's real nice. It's not restricting at all. It's been through the wash twice, I think now. Come out, and go in what it looks like to start. So that's good. The most important thing is that it looks pretty trick, I reckon. Should have changed up there, I reckon. Jeff. Now let's get some riding done. Woohoo! So that's that, and if you want me to review anything, let me know in the comments below. And if you have anything you want me to review, why don't you send it to me? In news from across the pond, last week we heard that apparently Ken Roczen has joined forces with the notorious motocross trainer Alden Baker, whose client list has included Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart, and currently Ryan Villaposo, helping them all reach entirely new levels in their careers. And last week Kenny announced on Instagram that he was joining Alden's program. And you've got to think, just in that one status update, how many heads of AMA pro motocross riders did Ken Roczen get in? We all know that Kenny has the raw talent, but he just seemed to be missing that last piece of the puzzle, which some of his competitors had already worked out, i.e. Eli Tomac. And now he's moving to the big boy class, and he's hired what some call the best trainer in the business. This could be the last piece in Roczen's puzzle. His competition better watch out. I'm not calling him to win any 450 championships in his rookie season, but he's definitely going to be in the mix. And he's only going to get faster and stronger from here on out. Right? I guess our first indication will be how he fares at this weekend's Monster Energy Cup. Speaking of the Monster Energy Cup, let's talk predictions. With the return of Ryan Villapoto, you'd be a fool to bet against him. But after a couple of months off, could he be a little rusty? And with such a strong field, he's certainly going to have his hands full. Although we are hearing that Chadwick has decided to sit out this year's event, even though he was initially signed up to race. I guess we'll see Chad at Anaheim 1. Now, prediction. It's a tough one to call. Obviously you got the man of the moment, Ryan Villapoto. He's got to be the bookie's favourite, right? But saying that, I'm looking at the two 450 rookies to come along and make an immediate splash. I reckon both Tomac and Roczen could cause Ryan Villapoto some problems in terms of claiming the million. Ultimately, I think Ryan Villapoto will win the overall event, but I think he'll struggle to win all three of the races, and it certainly won't be as easy as it was in 2011 when he took home the sweet 1 million. And the next two steps on a podium are wide open really, but expect to see Tomac and Roczen up there somewhere. Now, what do you think? What are your predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Oh yeah, and if you have any links or websites where we can watch this thing live, let us all know in the comments below. I think we'd all appreciate it. As always, I'm Toofast Max, this has been The Plug, and if you've enjoyed this week's show, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. And go check out dirtbikerider.com for all of your latest motocross news. And finally, if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, click right here to see more. Toofast Max here for The Plug. Mixing things up again this week, keep things different. Cool and unique to everyone else out there. Fingers crossed this works. I'll wreck myself before I chat myself. Pop, pop, pop. Woo!
Alright, let's go.